And now the traditional
pre-game toast with Drambuie substitute.
Okay. No word what the substitute is, but
we're not saying.
Okay. Some of these teams are looking at a long drive home, so I'm sure it's an appropriate substitute. And you can see we don't really have a good camera angle. A webcam would come in handy here. And you can hear MJ with the toast. Okay, and we're ready. Very nice, MJ, very nice.
And we're about to start the finals of this third annual UCC College Bonspiel. Broadcasting live from Utica, New York.
So I asked all of you in the chat room if you've had any issues with the audio. We did have a report. Thank you, RPI Wood. You said it was a high-pitched, steady tone constantly, still going now too. What we think that is our ice shed mic. It's not in our vocals. So if you guys could just reply, make sure our vocals are coming through loud and clear. We'll play around with the ice shed mic and let us know. We're about to start the finals. Again, Bowling Green State Team 1. The Falcons out of Bowling Green, Ohio, made the trek through the inclement weather to be here. Ran through the draw, 3-0. Tight semifinal game against RIT, who was a defending champ, and they ousted them by a score of 5-4. And they're playing against Binghamton, the combined team of Binghamton-Syracuse. And we'll have the rosters for you in just a second while the curlers are warming up.
Yeah, Binghamton had a barn burner against Colgate 1. Came down the last few stones.
Yep. Okay, and our other sheets will run through the other events real quick. We'll have plenty of time to get the rosters for the final A event game, our feature game. So, the B event game is going to be held on sheet 4. And the B event game will be RIT against Hamilton 3. Both teams finished the preliminary rounds with a record of 2-1. And there was also another team 2-1 at Pennsylvania, but by virtue of their tiebreaker, there was that draw to the button. Every team did it after their opening game. RIT and Hamilton 3 move into the B event final, again on sheet number 4. On sheet, looks like we're ready to get underway. So I'll put it on split screen for now, Raj.
It looks like Bowling Green will have the hammer in the first end.
Yep.
Binghamton's about to throw the first rock.
So Bowling Green in the yellow and Binghamton with blue. Bowling Green with the first end hammer. And we're underway. Again, the C event finals going on sheet 2. That's Penn versus Colgate 1. The D event finals on sheet 5. Colgate 2 versus Hamilton 2. And the E event finals over on sheet 1 is Bowling Green State 2 and Hamilton 1. Again, we're going to play 6 ends here as we've done the whole Bonspiel. And we have not seen Bowling Green 1 yet, Raj, so far.
This is the first time?
Yep. And nice orange colored jackets and sweaters.
And Binghamton's first stone was hogged.
Okay.
So we have a clean slate here.
Right. Bowling Green 1 is skipped by Mallory Geiger. Their vice is Harley Rohrbacher. The second is Anne-Marie Chaya, and the lead is Amy Wolf. Binghamton, Syracuse, you saw them earlier this morning. The skip is Dan Pearson. The vice is Evan Johnson. He's out of Syracuse. That's the reason for the Binghamton/Syracuse moniker. The second is Kevin Murphy, and the lead is Alex Jablonski.
And our first 2 stones have come up short. This is our 4th draw of the day on this ice, so it might be just a hair slower, at least to start. They'll have to make some adjustments.
Okay, we're getting set here, and we'll cut away from the split screen in just a sec, folks. We've got 34 of you out there for the finals. Pass along, send a Facebook or Twitter or text, email to anyone who might be interested. This is the final game. And another Hogstone, it looks like. So it must be something going on here. This is our top 2 teams so far.
Right. I think it's just a hair slower out there because of the number of draws on this ice. And they'll have to make the adjustment.
Okay, so the leads are still throwing. This one looks like it'll be in play. So all of you out there, we have the ice shed mic turned down a bit, so let us know if that high pitch tone is gone. We had it up pretty high, I think, earlier. That was the problem.
That stone slips into the top 12. Skip Dan Pearson for Binghamton is going to take that out. They're working this one right away. And right on the beak.
Yep. And in the rings. So no harm, no foul. Both teams exchange some Hogstones, and no advantage gained either way. It's almost like we're just starting out. And we're into second stones now. Anne-Marie Chaya. The second.
And they're going to go around this stone that Binghamton just left on the top, fighting the top 12.
That must be mine, Raj. This is yours right here.
Oh,
right?
that explains.
Okay. I was going to say, how did it get loud so all of a sudden? Oh, sorry about that. All right. And that one looks like it's going to go through.
Yep. Doesn't need sweeping by the Binghamton skip. They're going to attempt the same draw. Try to set 1 and 2 here. And this one looks a little heavy too. So we've gone from hogging some stones to throwing a couple through.
Okay, so Anne-Marie's second stone. 4th stone for the Bowling Green Falcons. Again, both these teams coming in at a perfect 3-0 marks. So no tiebreakers were needed. Only 2 teams finished with 3-0 records. And they are here right now on sheet 3.
Sweeping is very hard to get by the guard.
Yep, that's going to wreck, I think. Oh, it just kissed it a little bit.
Just chipped.
Okay, so we'll...
Fully accessible right on the center line. And they'll attempt to remove that stone.
Sorry, Raj.
Curling hard, but right on the nose. Very nice shot.
Okay, so Binghamton's...
Sitting 1-2 front of the rings.
Binghamton started out in our game earlier today with a steal of 4. So right away after the... There's a little trouble with the lead stones for both teams. They seem to establish the pattern they set this morning, controlling the 4-foot right off the bat here. or controlling the front of the house, excuse me. All right, this is the third for Bowling Green. This Harley Rohrbacher.
This one's a little out, but it is very nice lightweight. Should come back.
It's going to chip the blue in.
Safely remove that stone and roll out to the wings. Looks like that's going to be shot rock.
Oh, had just enough weight to get it out.
Just enough weight to get that out the back.
Nice shot. Harley Rohrbacher, great name. Nice shot by Harley.
Bowling Green sitting 1.
And Dan is asking for a takeout. Again, this is the finals of the A event. Utica College. There it is again. Utica Curling Club College, Bonspiel. UCC. Okay, he's asking. They're banging it.
Just going to chip it, I think.
It's going to hang around.
That's going to hang around.
Nice shot.
Got the nice long roll. Binghamton sits 1 and 2. First end.
This will be interesting.
Looks like a fairly open end this end.
Yeah, it should be interesting. We have not seen Bowling Green one so far. To see what kind of style of play they employ. Okay, so he's asking for looks like a
inside out tap.
Yep. Yep. Nice delivery.
This one's going to over curl.
He's asking for it. No, I think that's going to go by on the left. Yep.
All right, so Binghamton has a chance now to get into the 4-foot.
Okay.
Going to play the out-turn draw here.
Yeah, I think that's...
Come around this way.
Where are you coming? I'm sorry, Raj.
That's all right.
Okay, there it is. Could swing the laptop a little bit my way, it would be great. Thank you. All right, so down to skip stones here. And we need 2 more, I think. See it there.
Just a little heavy.
Yeah, that's going to slip through. So there's an opportunity to put a good draw come around there, put some pressure on the Falcons. Now, let's see what they're going to do. Probably ask for the same shot that Harley threw. For the skip, Mallory Geiger.
Taking a little more ice than last.
And we'll get our crawl going. Again, the B event final is over on sheet number 4 between RIT and Hamilton 3. And here is our first. Let me get a little sloppy on the cameras here. Sorry, folks. This is Mallory Geiger. Don't have any information about the school. Apologize for that. We didn't have a chance to get out in the ice before, but maybe with some kind folks here that know him can fill us in. All right, so just repeat the same shot that she had her vice try a couple minutes ago.
Just trying for a little tap and roll.
Okay, okay. And we'll see what's going on here. We'll cut to this side. Ah, and a little tap is...
Got the tap, but didn't quite roll underneath. That stone is still open.
Mm-hmm. But gets the shot rock. It's an important
thing. Does get
thing.
shot.
So we talked a little bit about merit points. You said that's a complicated thing, but the winner of this game should get some merit points, I would think. Some substantial merit points.
Yes.
Okay.
The formula is based on the number of teams competing in the spiel, and I don't have it immediately in hand. We were all set to go with a 16-team spiel,
right?
And that would have meant, with the number of visiting schools we had, that would have been an automatic qualifier, which is too bad.
Oh.
But the school winning this should earn quite a few merit points toward qualifying for the College National Bonspiel.
Hey, Dan's asking to sweep. They're hitting it hard. They're asking. Looks like he's got it.
Looks like he's going to chip it out.
Yep.
May not stick around.
Ooh, that yellow, is that biting out there now? That's interesting.
Yeah, it looks like it might be touching.
Probably the blue.
Outcounted by the other one in the back. So it looks like Binghamton probably is sitting 2.
Yep.
3 stones barely hanging onto the rings. That should force a draw for 1 for Bowling Green. Just enough to get the job done.
That was close. That has slipped out. She could have, she still would have drawn in, but like you said, just enough. So a draw for 1 for Mallory. Don't want to give up a steal 2, just anywhere in the 12-foot. Really,
They pretty much need to hit the paint here.
Right.
All those rocks are just barely hanging on.
Not quite, though. You see that blue one out front. That's maybe
a quarter in, maybe.
Quarter in. So and we're up for the last draw here. There's Mallory. She comes out. A little is a little light, maybe. No, they're not touching it. It looks like she pulled it back a little bit.
Yep, they like it. They're not sweeping.
Now they're hitting it pretty hard. Can't hurt it. Come on. Oh, as I said, it looked a little...
goodness, pulled back maybe a little too much.
Yep, looked a little light. So, Binghamton takes 2 to begin the game. A good start for the Binghamton. The nickname is the Bearcats. Like I said, I'm an alumnus of Binghamton. Graduated many years ago. And we were a Division III school back then. They've since upgraded their sports, but they got into basketball. They don't have a football program there, but they have basketball, Division I basketball now. They play in the America East Conference. And we were the Colonials back then, Division III. No curling. There was no curling team that I was aware of when I played. Of course, I didn't start curling until many years after graduating from college. So now they're known as the Bearcats. And Syracuse, of course, we all know the Syracuse Orange.
So Bowling Green retains the hammer for the second end.
That's tough. You really, in these 6-end games, you really can't afford to have a bad end.
But still early.
Yep.
5 ends to go. Only 2.
A little slow. And like you said, we haven't had many close games in our feature sheet here this week. We've had sort of 4 one-sided affairs. So let's hope this A-event final is competitive and close.
I think these will be two fairly evenly matched teams.
Yeah, it looks that way by watching. This camera angle gives actually a little better color. You can see there's kind of a, not bright orange, but orangish jackets. Okay, Dan asking, replace the guard. Or excuse me, not replace, place the guard.
And Bowling Green's got a corner in place. All right, two guards up front.
Kind of learning mixing skills as I go along here. I think I figured out why you're hearing that hum. So if we turn this up and turn this down a little bit, still hear their voices, but I think that's a little clearer.
And just short of raising that corner guard into the rings.
This is good. We all know Dan. We're saying Dan has a nice loud voice, so I think this condenser mic is kind of like has a focal beam over to the sheet because we're hearing the rocks on this sheet.
Yep. Dan's one of our more colorful characters.
Yep.
Not only is he in our college curling program, but he also curls a couple nights a week in our men's leagues.
He's in what is known as a College Plus membership this year, which entitles you to play in league play, regular league play at the club.
A nice raise, but that did pop into the open.
Okay. So where are we at here? Just starting second stones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 4 rocks in, no more free guard zone rule for those of you who may be new to the sport, watching this for the first time. Now anything is removable. Those 3 stones out front, the blue and from Binghamton, and the 2 yellows from Bowling Green. Of course, Bowling Green won't be looking to remove any of their stones, but so it looks like a hit is being called for.
Hitting the open shot rock.
And
ton of weight here.
This is Anne-Marie Chaya. Looks like it's curling.
Coming up, and may get a nice roll behind
That's
the corner.
going to be real nice, I think.
Going to pop out the backside.
It's funny, we're sitting 15 feet away from these stones, and I'm watching television on my laptop here.
Dan's a big guy. He's hard to see through.
Yeah, great guy. We had a great time in the league this year. I just met Dan earlier, just in kind of the random pairings we do here at the club for league play in the first half, that is. Well, the league director sets the teams.
Oh, they just squeaked that by the corners.
That's real nice.
And he's going to get a roll over the 4-foot. And that's right behind the corners.
Great shot. It's fully buried.
Certainly mostly buried, I think.
Yep. There I go again watching TV. That our over the house camera. It's not quite over the house. It's a little off the center line. So it looks buried from that perspective. But as Roger said, it
might be a little bit of that rock poking out.
Yeah, this will give you a better vantage point. There it is, right there. That gives you kind of a good sense.
Yeah, I think you can get this with a lightweight shot.
And that's exactly what Mallory's calling for. Oh, they're asking to sweep it hard.
And that's going to crash the guards.
Yeah, and it was a little light too, so.
Not bad weight if you know you're throwing that, but
Yeah. So that's what we're sitting at. Binghamton 1, yellows from Bowling Green sitting 2 and 3.
so rocks building up.
Turn the trot on. If it's short, hit the guard, that's okay too. Yeah, hard. Trot up.
I'm actually going to call for a draw through this port.
Where's that, Raj? Right there. So what are they doing?
Trying to draw through here. That looks... I'd almost rather let them make that shot.
I see. So maybe if he's a little heavy, I see he's going to rattle off the yellow
Chip
one.
and roll.
I see. All right, so...
Probably don't want to open things up, though.
All right, this is Evan Johnson. We're into vice stones, right, Raj?
Third rocks.
Yep. So this is Evan Johnson. He's the Syracuse leg of this team. They're all graduate students. Evan is a graduate student in
Oh, this has got a curl.
communication and rhetorical studies. And as we mentioned before, we had him on the air. He's from Minnesota originally.
All right, that
Okay.
moved another yellow rock on the rings. It looks like a very lonely blue rock now.
Sorry about that. Okay, so we get a good sense here. Here's our house view. Hard to see. Mallory's lining it up, but...
Bowling Green is sitting second, third, and fourth.
Right, there you go.
But currently, shot rock is well covered. But
Boy, if that blue on him would ever escape, it's a lonely-looking blue in there.
it's a very lonely-looking blue.
And she's got potential for the tap-up. That yellow be a tough shot, but it's there.
Need to open things up here.
Yep. Now she's going to try that raise.
You can run your own rock for very little risk. Open things up and open up a path to that shot rock. There's an awful lot of yellow rocks in play.
That's what it looks like she's calling. Okay.
Got 4 rocks to go here, so there's no rush. Just make sure you get this guard off.
All right, this is Harley Rohrbacher. Her first stone. Now that's going to lead off to the weak side. Let's see here. It's going to feather a little bit. And that gives you a sense. Well, let's see if Dan... There you go. You can kind of see the rocks bunched together, but really didn't do much with that yellow. So still, Binghamton's in a great position to steal here. Okay, and you heard
It's a
Dan.
little scary, though.
You heard Dan. We got nice self-commentary today with Dan. He says you got to plug it up, Evan. We don't need wireless mics for the skips.
Yeah, the way those two yellow stones are lined up, I think if they hit them anywhere, they should be able to chip out shot rock, I think.
Right, so
First task is to plug this hole. Can't cover everything.
Now here it comes. They're waiting for it to take the curl.
If they can just nudge that blue rock over, if they can catch the outside, that
Don't
may
think it's
cover
going
up
to
the
be
hole.
enough. Just going to
Well, an inch.
nicked it. I don't know. This is one of those. It's setting up here. We're still in vice stones, so yeah, it's almost worth the risk.
Have to move that yellow guard.
Yep. Take a chance. If you ever catch it beautiful and pitch that. Say you nose hit it or just off, maybe just off nose. Run that. You could pick that blue right out of there.
Well, the way those two frozen yellows are lined up, I think if you can get to the nose of those stones, even if you run the yellow rock into those, unless you get too much drag on those, it may chip out shot rock off the forefoot.
Hard to get to though, Raj. I think. There's a better angle. I mean,
Yep.
it's real. That's not
That's a
much
very
of-
tight port.
Yeah, that port is.
But if they can run this stone this way,
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So yeah. So
that
even
may
if they
open things up, and it may run the back rock.
Gotcha.
The only worry is there may be a little drag that would take the rock away
Mm-hmm.
from the shot stone.
well, like you said, they're already underway. So
But they have to move that middle yellow guard.
let's see what they call it. So this looks real
Looked
wide.
like they were coming around the other side.
Yeah, not sure what that call was. So now I think they're in danger of. Well, no, that yellow raise is still there.
Yep, yellow onto the 2 yellows may still work, but it's
Okay, so we're at skip stones now. So we have some Harley Rohrbacher fans in the chat room. Good to see you. Welcome to the broadcast. Harley is the third, or the vice, for the Bowling Green Falcons. And Roger, you said they made the trek every year, right?
yes, they have.
That's great. Sent 2 teams each year, or do you know offhand? Or
That I don't know.
Okay.
But,
all right. So what's the call for Dan here? It looks
well, with a lonely rock like this, you want to be second shot or third shot here.
Okay.
You definitely need another rock in the rings.
Gotcha.
Hate to leave one fat, a duck, so they can hit and roll underneath. But if we can get one half buried here, top 8 or 4 foot, that would really put a lot of pressure on, cover this draw to the 4 foot, or draw to the button, which is really Bowling Green's only out at this point, other than that long run back.
This looks pretty good. Weight looks good.
If they get by, this weight looks terrific. Oh, they just skinnied the guard. And that's going to come right to the
great
pot.
shot. Great shot.
That takes the pressure off. Now that yellow run, if it's there, is really doesn't matter.
And Dan would appreciate it. That's a peach, hon.
That's a peach.
That's a peach. That's a peach. He goes.
Big smile from Dan as he comes
Yep.
back.
Good golly, he's hot today. Well, we were only a second end, so we can't quite say that yet. But so far, so good for Dan. Yep. So it's kind of quieted down here in the warm room. All teams out there on the ice. So what to do here, Raj? What's the call from Mallory?
I think they're trying to move the center guard, the blue center guard, to give the skip a chance with her last shot to score, cut them down to 1.
Okay, so that looks a little wide.
Got to hit something here. And this looks like it's going to miss everything.
Yeah, that's going to sail right through, as you can see on our overhead cam.
Binghamton's in a great spot here.
All right, so Dan's just looking to.
Just want to cover the draw path.
Yeah, let's see. You want to draw that up here? There you go.
There you go. The only out that Bowling Green has is this out-turn draw.
Right.
If we can put a guard up in here, cut off that path, then there would be odds on to steal 2 here. Binghamton would.
Okay. That's exactly what they're calling for.
Sometimes the hardest shot to throw for skip, actually throw a guard.
Yep. I've heard that before. I've not experienced that, but I'll find out in a few days.
Trying to get this one over.
That's not going to work.
That's not going to make it. Oh, so close.
That would have done the trick if it just had a little more gas.
All right, so there's a little out here for Bowling Green. They need to pretty much catch a piece of the button.
That's it. We can get it after this end. We'll be updating our crawl soon. Sorry about that, folks. It's second end. We'll get the other scores for you, starting with the B event. Okay, so this is the last stone of the end for Mallory Geiger. And she's just trying a cold draw here to catch a piece of the button.
4-1 against 2.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. But she had pretty good weight on her last draw, the last stone. The last draw she threw in the last end. So let's see here. Shot's underway.
Sweepers are saying it's heavy.
I don't know. It looks pretty
They're
good.
sweeping, though.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not
the
bad.
line is terrific.
Boy, that could be real good. Might slip through. Nice looking shot here.
Oh, such a good try. That was almost a pip.
Boy, that's a nice effort by Mallory. But what are we looking at? It looks like
Looks like another steal of 2.
Is it 2 or 1?
Looks like 2.
2? 2?
Another 2 for Binghamton.
Yeah, a steal of 2. So 4-0 through 2 ends. Again, we're not playing 8 ends here in the finals that we might have erroneously reported earlier on in the Bonspiel. Still playing 6 ends. So we'll get it on our quad view here. And Raj, why don't we get some score updates? So
we'll get these updated for you.
Okay, so we have we know the Bowling Green, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We can identify them.
They're very distinctive.
Yep. So we don't know. We're not giving them that nickname, folks. That was reported to us here in Broadcast Central. Yeah, okay, so we'll skip sheet 1 for now because we know that somebody scored 4 in the first end. So sheet 2 is Penn is up 3-0. And sheet 4 is our B event final, right, Raj?
It is.
That would be
It's like RIT is up 1-0 after 1, and we'll have a second in score shortly.
I've got an old score sheet here. There it is. So I'll just get the 2 sheets I need. That's RIT versus Hamilton 3. Oops. You lose something, Raj? Or?
Nope.
Okay.
Just trying to see who's on sheet 5.
So there was a score of 1 on sheet 4. Do you have that? So that's RIT scored 1.
Right. They're up 1-0 after 1.
Sheet 5 is somebody's up 4-0 early, or I'm 4-0 through 2 ends on sheet 5.
Yeah, it looks like it's the Colgate team.
Colgate is red. Yep. So Colgate's up 4-0 through 2 ends. I think everybody's through 2 ends, right? For the most part.
Yeah, sheet 2 is just finishing up second.
Okay.
End.
All right. So while Raj is doing that,
the Ninja Turtles are up 4. So.
Oh. Okay, so back to our feature game. In lead stones here, you see a center line guard and a corner guard put up. And it's pretty imperative, I think, here for Bowling Green to have a good end. I think they need at least a deuce here.
Need to get their deuce here to get back in the game.
Yep.
4 ends to go.
And Dan is having his lead. That's Alex Jablonski. So that's more of a steal type defense.
Yeah, they got
offense.
2 high guards. I won't.
And there she goes. That looks a little. That could probably curl.
It's like they're going around the wide corner.
Yeah, the weight's good. Weight looks okay. They got to drag it. That should be in.
Looks like that's close to T-line.
Yeah, that's going to be right.
More.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Very nice shot.
Accessible?
Yeah, it's accessible, but it's a good start. A couple nice stones by the lead. That's Amy Wolf. And Dan going right back to bang away at it.
Oh, that's over curling.
And
Oh, just got a piece.
nice shot. Kevin Murphy, the second. Good shot. Seems happy. Nice shot, Kevin. Giving us a little nod, a little smile up here.
As long as that rock goes away, everybody's happy. At least on the Binghamton team.
Yeah. Okay, so Mallory's going to ask, we're in the second stones now. It says Anne-Marie Chaya.
And those two high guards now can be used by Bowling Green to come around.
And this makes it easy with our roster list because alphabetically these are the first two teams in the Bonspiel. Right together. Not sure how meaningful that is, but
there you have it.
We're filling airtime. That looks pretty good.
A little narrow. I think they were coming around, but they're going to wind up going around the corner guard. Looks like it's pretty much in the same spot the last one was.
I might want to finish it. I don't know
maybe
why they're
a little short.
Why they're not sure what that was all about. Why they didn't want to finish that one. That was an odd choice by the skip. Should have been sweeping that hard all the way.
And Dan's going to call for this come around. And this looks a little hot.
Yeah, this is moving. This is going to be way
This is
through.
the old hack weight draw.
Okay, so back to, again, the same shot, I think, is what's being called.
Yeah, I think they're just going to
maybe split.
Come around the corner, split those in, or tap it up, one or the other.
That one looks a little more as well. But that could work out, though. We'll see where it gets enough curl.
This is a lot of weight. Might want to go for a split here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. That might just split on its own.
Going to lose one, maybe.
Spin
It's
in.
going to roll behind the center guards. Not a bad spot.
That turned out pretty good. That one's, I mean, we're right here at the center line, and you can see maybe a quarter of it.
Maybe.
See if we can see it from there. That's about right. The camera's pretty close to dead center. Dan's asking to remove it with quiet ways. These even, you know, top curlers have difficulty with that. Looks like Dan's changed his mind.
He's decided to play the
I kind of like
draw.
that. Kind of like that. I wasn't crazy about that. It's a tough shot. Maybe like Roger said.
Well, up four, I mean, you can go ahead and play that come around. Just make sure you hit a guard if you're going to be if you miss the shot. You don't want to be wide. Open it up, make it a little more accessible. You know, you could afford to give up two this end. You don't really want to drop 3 or 4. Built up a nice lead.
And this is going to be out there, and the sweepers haven't touched it.
Curling nicely, but it just looks a little heavy. Just going to hang on to the back 8 for Shot Rock.
Shot Rock.
Not a bad stone. Behind T-line, though. Hard to make those rocks any better. They can only get worse.
Right.
Bowling Green's going to try to come around to that stone in the back of the 8-foot.
Yep, this is Harley.
Sitting anywhere above the stone would be a great shot.
They're not touching it, but line looks great. Line looks real good.
It's going to bury very nicely. Like to leave this top 4 if you can.
It's curling. It's cutting a lot.
It's going to wreck on their own stone.
Boy, line looked good. It cut late.
Might have been a rotation. With these newly refurbished stones, if you don't put some rotation on these stones, they will cut very, very hard. And perhaps unpredictably.
Okay, so Dan's asking Evan. for come around the 2 yellows there to sit 2. Hopefully he makes it perfectly.
And a pro miss here is short. Cover up that draw path.
Pro miss.
If you're going to miss this one, the tolerance is to miss on the light side.
Gotcha.
If you go to the back of the house, it just provides a pocket for
I
a
see.
bowling green to draw to. And this one's maybe a little deeper than they like. It's T-line.
That's not bad, though.
Not terrible.
But still, there is a pocket there, as you said. But again, it's setting up here. They're going to have a tough time getting 2.
They can tap that back to the back 8, form a little wall, get something going. Don't want to throw a lot of weight at this. In fact, you don't even really want to remove this stone.
Just following her down.
Tap it to the back 8 would be perfect.
Yep, she said narrow. I heard Harley say right out of her hand.
They're holding it. A little heavier, I think, than they would have liked to have thrown. They're going to remove it.
Oh, spill them both, maybe?
Jam it in the back.
And I think
it looks like they're sitting 2.
They're sitting 2. That was a nice play. You can see, right? Yeah, that looks pretty clear. That's 2.
Yep.
And Dan's taking a look, but I think they're 2. Yeah, I think he just...
The bad news is Shot Rock is open here.
Wow, those yellow socks have just had me mesmerized, Raj. I can't. I keep looking at sheet 4. Here we're at our feature A final game, and I'm looking at the socks of the Hamilton team.
If you didn't see our last game, they are fluorescent green.
Yes, it's just. I don't know what it is. It just. I think it does.
Puts the Norwegian curling pants to shame.
Just draws the eye, as they say.
Looks like they're going to try to come around just to the inside of this stone with very light tap weight. Try to come to the inside of this stone and spill a little bit toward the button area.
Oh, let me get that back up for you, Raj. Go ahead.
So.
Okay, gotcha.
There we go. Not real heavyweight shot here.
And you can see the broom they're playing.
Probably back 4, back 8 weight.
There, and here's Dan. Dan's been playing well so far. We're not keeping any shot statistics or anything like numbers, but he's made his shots.
This one's hanging out.
Yeah, that's wide, I think. It's going to get...
You don't want to get the jam. You want to hold the outside, or you got to get the inside roll, one or the other. Jam would be not what they wanted, and that's going to jam in the back. That sets up a rather interesting situation.
Yep. I want to get the... That was Dan's first.
Yeah, Dan's first.
So now what is Mallory going to call for here? So, what would you do, Raj?
Just got to get to the inside of this rock.
Okay.
Set up a huge end.
Oh, there you go.
Take this guy away, and you'd be looking at sitting 3. It's a very makeable shot.
So kind of narrow ice. So she's trying an idea of a weight here, maybe like bumper weight, kind of.
Bumper to hack, I think.
Okay.
You want to get a little bend here. You got to get to the inside of that blue rock, and you want to keep your shooter around. If you throw a little too heavy, it might be hard to keep it in the rings.
How's that look? That could be close. First
Very
up.
close.
She likes it. She's yeah. Oh, it's got to go hard. Oh no, I think it's going to miss.
That snapped very hard at the end.
Oh, that's too much. That's on. Boy, she had it going good.
I liked it out of her hand.
So Dan will get another chance here to, again, kind of dangerous here. Is that stone?
Well, this is the lonely stone syndrome again without hammers. So you really need to get a second stone in the rings.
So count them out, Raj, with a whiteboard. You're looking at the lonely stone of Binghamton, but count them
one.
off.
And you're looking at second, third, and fourth, and it could be even fifth here.
That's what I was looking at. So
you know,
I think
you're looking at a potential 5-ender if we don't get a second stone in the rings. Could turn the game around in a hurry.
Again, Binghamton up 4-0, so Dan makes it good here. It'd be very difficult for Mallory, but tough to make a perfect guard.
Here's where you want the stone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
On a top 8 foot,
top
half
8.
buried.
Yep.
If you're going to be a little short and it covers that stone, then you'll take that too. But you need to be 2 in the rings here. 2 in the rings with no double possibility. It's Dan's last shot.
Okay, they're banging it. They're all over it.
Got to guard or get this thing in the rings.
No, look, he likes it. That's a nice.
And he's 1 and 2.
Nice shot, Dan. That's pretty much going to cut him down to 1, I think, Raj, right?
It doesn't look easy to make a double here
No,
and
there's
keep
no double.
anything in play. There's no way to get those stones out,
Yeah.
both of them. There's a really thin, you can't even call it. There's a really thin feather double here,
No.
but it's going to jam in the back.
Yeah, that's tough even at the.
They're going to have to draw for 1, it looks like.
So I heard take out weight. That might have been from another sheet. So I'm thinking just to draw, foul Dan down, right?
Draw or hit and roll.
Yeah. Nah, the draw is the better play, I think. She's had nice control over draw weight. Almost drew the cold button without any sweeping last time. Not even touching it.
Here it comes.
Hard to see here. We'll get it, kind of eyeball it for you when it gets close to the rings. There it comes in. And
Got it by, and it's right on the back stone. Very nice.
Oh, great shot.
Great shot to score 1.
Nice shot. Nice shot. So they're in the game here, only down 3, halfway through the final.
Off the schneid.
All right, go to quad view, see when we get a quick update on the other scores. All right, so sheet 4. Raj, you got the colors, I think, better than me.
Yep, looks like RIT's taking a 2-0 lead.
And that's through 2 ends are
2
complete.
ends of play.
Yep.
They're running a little behind.
Which
their
was
sheets.
surprising because we saw how fast they were the other night.
They were quick.
Sheet 5 is still 4-0.
4-0 after 2.
Yep. Sheet 2 still playing, so we're ahead. Actually, in this game is the fastest game, which
It's moving right along.
kind of interesting. That should be through 2 ends, I think, on sheet
Yep.
2. And on sheet 1 through 2 ends, it's 4-2. Bowling Green. Okay, so our crawl is updated. Oh, 4-4.
4-4 on
I'm
sheet
sorry.
1.
Oh, they have played 3 ends. We didn't
Yep.
see. There were all the people standing by the scoreboard. All right, so 4-1, Binghamton with a hammer starting the 4th end. We're halfway through the finals of the A event of the 2013 UCC College Bonspiel.
I don't know what happened to this stone. Looked like it might have picked a reversed handle.
Yep, my name is Doug Smith. I'm along with analyst and engineer. I started
doing
out
double
as the
duty
engineer.
here.
But I think he's got it down. Roger's got it down now, so he's learning for the Kaiser. And then we're bringing in Bill Morehouse, the big gun announcer for the Kaiser. We want to thank Bill Morehouse again for all this wonderful audio equipment. I did most of the video, well, pretty much all the video, the cameras and such and the software, but Bill came through with the mixers and the headsets. So thanks again, Bill. And he'll be broadcasting live with Roger and Julie Shinatri, our club president, during the Kaiser, which is coming up starting on Thursday night. And I'll be in and out. I'll be playing in the event, so we'll see how much time I do some broadcasting. But
We'll try to be kind when you're on sheet 3.
okay. I'm going to talk to the draw. Well, the draw's already built, I think, so. Which position does Harley play? Harley is the vice for the Bowling Green Falcons. to answer your question from the chat. All right, we'll switch back to our regular view. And this one looks a little heavy.
That one's sailing.
Yep. And Binghamton has one in with a hammer.
Splitting the house here. Trying to separate these two stones to make them as difficult as possible to remove with a double.
Well, Binghamton's in great shape, I think, right now. There's no guards out front. They're up by 3 with hammer. Only 3 ends to play.
With a 3-point lead, they can direct play right into the house. Bowling Green really can't trade hits at that point. They need to generate some offense, so they'll have to throw some freezes and guards. That comes right to the pot.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Sitting 2.
Oh, you're welcome, Cecilia. That must be Harley's mother or sister. Not sure what you... Okay, so Bowling Green trying to get some something going here. House is really
looks like they're playing
setting
tap
up
back
well
weight.
for Binghamton.
This is going to overcurl.
Yeah, it's going to miss everything, I think. Yep.
Needed just a hair more ice for that kind of weight. Don't guard that shot rock, Dan.
Oh, you're welcome, Cecilia. Glad to be able to bring it to you. Are you from the Bowling Green, Ohio area? Toledo area?
It's a little hot. They might get a split on this. Wouldn't be bad. There we go. 3 rocks spread out in the house.
Very nice.
Made the best of a situation where they're just a hair heavy. Trying to draw to the wings and split those rocks up. Wound up making a little rub. Can't really afford to hit here. Got to freeze to something.
So it looks like... Yep, asking for the sweep right out of her hand.
Was a little tight on the broom.
And kind of a repeat of the last stone.
Really need to throw some soft shots here.
Yep.
You tap them back to the back 8, build up a wall, freeze on top. I wouldn't mind freezing on shot stone there. Even if you corner freeze on the side toward the rock on the 4-foot, then that creates a jam. It makes it very hard to remove that rock. Down 3, they need to generate some offense. Can't trade hits.
I'll just read the chat, right? Sorry. That looks pretty good.
Well, we got a whole bunch of stones lined up along the tee line.
Actually, Ned, that's...
Put one right in the crotch there and...
would you just jiggle them around a little bit,
just
right?
freeze right there, and then you hope to move that with a later shot.
See, I see. So I kind of gave him a little bit of an out.
Yeah, I wouldn't come anywhere near that rock on the button. Throw one on the wide 12-foot here. Spread them all the way across the rings. Don't give them any targets they can freeze to. Quite a big pocket now.
This is moving, though. This looks like kind of hack weight.
Yeah, this is takeout weight.
That's just going to nose or almost just off nose.
Just off nose.
Yeah, so didn't really need that. That was not...
Need to keep some rocks in play
right.
here.
I was a little surprised at that.
When you're down, you got to find a way to place rocks that can't be removed.
Mm-hmm.
That one has no backing. All they have to do is tap that through the hole.
Now Dan is asking for that kind of quiet weight. Just tap it through.
Want to be careful throwing lightweight here. You don't
Right.
want to overcurl and jam that stone for shot on one of yours.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind throwing up weight here. If you lose one of theirs and one of yours, then it's really not a big deal.
Yeah,
with
looks
a
like
3-point lead.
Looks like he's changed his mind. Maybe he's listening to us. Does he have something in his pocket?
Yeah.
I think he did.
Yep, he's now calling the upweight shot, and I like this a lot better.
Me too.
This way, if you miss the shot, everything disappears.
That's right.
You're hoping that if you
That's right.
jam it, it
That's
rolls to the back of the house.
That's exactly what I was
This is a much
thinking.
better call.
Yeah, you don't want to be keeping that yellow around. That's the thing. So he's asking Evan to throw more weight at it. With a 3-rock lead and great position, this is the proper call, I think.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of weight on this. And nothing's hanging around if he hits the yellow rock.
And that's
And
right
just
on the
fine.
money. Perfect.
That's just fine.
That's a great shot. Little applause here from
behind the glass.
Yep. And a big smile from Evan.
Yep. Evan's new to our club this year. He's been a great addition, and the Binghamton team that only has really 3 active players has just adopted him and taken him on. And I think they're really enjoying playing together.
All right, so now looks like they're having Harley.
Now this is full panic mode here. You've got to freeze to something.
Right. And this looks
the line looks really good. Weight's a little heavy.
Yep. It's
going to tap this back.
See if we can get a shot of this. It's going to push it out, I think. No, not quite out.
Push it to the back 12. Actually, not bad to leave it back there. Leave the jammer. This is going to force Dan to...
Didn't want to jiggle it that much, but...
Yeah, you just want to move. You really don't want to move it at all, really.
Right.
But they kept the jam rock in the back.
Dan just asking for the same type of shot. Yeah,
I think you throw the same weight.
Yep.
There we go. He's calling it up weight. You want to make sure if this even half jams on the back that all those rocks leave the house. Usually you want to throw some down weight, keep your shooters around, but Blue's got plenty of rocks hanging around the house here. They don't really need to keep their shooters with a 3-point lead.
Okay, we're live at the Utica Curling Club. 4th and the finals of the UCC College Bonspiel 2013 edition. This is Evan Johnson, the vice for Binghamton Syracuse. And
this is nice weight.
Looks like it's right on the money. And you can
spill
see,
another rock into the pile.
And spilled everything out.
And
That's fine.
You got rid of all the backing. With that weight, none of those rocks in the back are going to hang.
And they're sitting 4, and there's really no. You see that little triangle right there on to the left. Really nothing to.
Nowhere to hide. This is a tough spot.
There's no pocket to freeze to there, really.
I think
maybe jiggle that one on the right a little bit, Raj. Is that what you're thinking?
I think you've almost got to freeze on shot rock. Even if you're second here.
Just freeze.
If you drop another 4 here, I think the game is over.
Right.
If you get second rock here and have a setup shot. Maybe if you jiggle the backing off a little bit.
Yeah.
So you can tap it with your last and sit frozen, maybe shot in third. Got to make a big shot here.
All right, so she's released the stone.
This looks pretty heavy. Looks like they're throwing takeout weight.
Yeah.
This one's hanging on the center line. Have they got anything here?
Yeah, it looks like a little bit.
Yeah, but they're going to roll out.
Yep.
Got to throw something soft weight. Now's a question of where do you put your fourth rock?
Oop, I grabbed the wrong house. So there you can see what happened there. So Binghamton sitting 3 with the hammer with a 3-rock lead. So enviable position. There's Dan. He's discussing it as he's walking
Dan's
back
going
down.
to throw a rock on the outer 12.
So where does he? I'll get the other view for you.
Yeah, they're going to draw to the open side over here in the 12-foot. However, it does leave an out for Bowling Green
Yeah, you mean
to get first or
freeze
second
right
rock.
in there?
Yeah,
well,
they
we
can
can't
freeze,
really see it.
They can
but-
freeze right in that pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can freeze right in this pocket here. Maybe even tap back shot rock a little bit, force Dan to throw a difficult shot to get his deuce.
Okay, so we have the. So Dan will go through his pre-shot routine.
For those of you not familiar with the Utica Curling Club, Dan sports the Utica knee slide.
You see that
Invented by one of our longtime members. Really good for curlers that have bad backs. And we find a lot of our taller curlers find this better slide to master than a typical slide.
You certainly can get your balance earlier on, when you learn it.
This one's going behind tee. Looks like it'll barely hang on.
It's biting. All right, so as you mentioned, Mallory does have a little pocket there she can freeze to. Boy, she really needs this. I think this is it, Rod. She needs to make this, at least cut them down.
You need to be at least second rock here.
Yep. If she can make the perfect freeze, I don't think there's any way.
Well, they need to put a rock in here, and if they need to be shot rock, they'd have to tap this one back just a hair and then hope that the attempted takeout jams.
Right.
But at the very least, I think
well, let's see.
Mallory needs to be second rock here.
Right. I mean, even if she gave up 1 to Dan, and that would be 5-1 with 2 coming home, which is doable. Not easy, but doable. I think she needs to go all out for this. I would take the aggressive path and maybe
tap that back about a foot or two. Just try to leave jam in the back.
That's right. It should be above the tee, so no way for Dan to outdraw. Well, unless he goes for the cold button, but let's see what she's got. This is a big shot.
Need to freeze tap on this shot rock.
All right, now the weight's looking pretty good. Needs to curl a little bit more. Here it comes.
Yep.
That's looking pretty good.
It's a little
here.
heavier than I like, but they're going to be shot rock.
All right.
Don't sweep it. You need that rock.
Yeah, a little heavier. Line was good though.
Line was excellent. That was the right call.
A little less weight, and that would
about a broom less weight, and they would have had Dan on the back 4 there.
Right.
And that rock would have been very difficult to remove.
So even if Dan
can hit and roll out here for
just get rid. I mean, anything here. Even if he jams it on the back, he's still going to score 1 or 2. Excuse me.
Hit and roll out for 5. Even if you jam it, you probably get 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 looks like. That's on a nose jam. You know, right on the back.
Right.
We might turn a little bit, and I agree. 3 is a possibility. So there's the ice, and there's Dan. And last stone here, 4th end. It's underway. He's asking. They're on it.
Throwing a nice bumper weight here.
Nice shot.
It's curling really hard.
Oh, there's going to clip. He got it.
That's a big one.
And what does it look like, Raj?
Looks like 5. Looks like that yellow stone
No,
is
the yellow-
just out counting this stone in the back.
Yep. So when they clear, you'll be able to see. Yeah,
1,
there's
2, 3, 4.
4 blue.
4 blue. Yep.
So we're looking at 8-1 here. I guess this has been the curse sheet for competitive games. We actually had, it was interesting, we actually had, when we signed off the air on sheet 5, there was a sheet 4. The game actually went into extra ends. It was my apologies. That was in did the team that was ahead ultimately win the extra end game? Okay.
They did.
Okay. So that was Penn, I believe, right?
Right.
Bowling Green, Penn game?
Yes.
All right, so I guess it's a good time for other sheets, Raj. Good as time as any. If they get something interesting going here, we'll... So sheet 1 is our E-event final. And that looks like a competitive game. So we're going to definitely do the swivel. I don't care. It's the end of the Bonspiel, so it doesn't matter. So we can comfortably swivel on sheets 2 and 4, so we can get some action.
It's like on sheet 1, we're 4-4.
4-4. That's
after 3.
That's the game between Bowling Green 2 and Hamilton 1. Both teams looking for their first win of the tournament.
And it looks like on sheet 2, Penn has opened up a 6-1 lead.
Right.
Against Colgate 1.
Sheet 2 is our C event final. So basically what these designations mean is the teams have been seeded after 3 games based on their record and their tiebreaker performance. The A event is the 1-2 seeds. The B event is the 3-4. The C event is the 5-6. Oh, we have somebody down on sheet 4. Make sure they're okay. Oh, she's okay. She's just laughing. Don't want to hurt those socks, especially. And she's fine. Let's see now. And sheet 2 is... not sure what they're discussing over there on sheet 4. There.
I think somebody burned a rock.
I see. Somebody must have moved. Somebody was on the ice. There was no injury at all. He was laughing. So I guess they're discussing. But anyway, that's on sheet 4. And the update on that game, Raj, is what? It looks like it's
4-0 after 3 for RIT.
Right. And then over on sheet 5,
Colgate 2's opened up a 6-1 lead over Hamilton 2.
Sheet 5 is our D event. That's the 7-8 seed. So really the only competitive game going right now is the 9-10 game over on sheet 1. That's actually they just posted a score, Raj, 6-4 through 4 ends on sheet 1. Not sure who blue is. That would be actually red is Bowling Green. So that's
Hamilton 1.
Hamilton 1. It's now 6-4 through 4 ends. And you want to get sheet 2 if you could, through however many ends. That's 3 ends.
So 3 ends.
Yes. Nope, you hit 1 again.
Whoops.
There you go. All right, so we need a big end here, Bowling Green is saying. And let's see, we can see on the quad what we have going. We'll get a... So they have some corner guards, there's some center guards, which Dan probably doesn't want to see. They do have 2 corners, so stuff to hide behind. You're going to have to just execute 100% really, Raj, right? From here on out and make some misses from the Binghamton Syracuse club if they have any chance.
Need a lot of rocks up front and you need some misses.
So Dan's asking for the peel. I don't know if they're thinking that's flashing. Or, it looks like
that's going right by.
Okay, so Mallory's asking for her second. That's Anne-Marie Chaya to come around. Yeah, we'll get a shot of Anne-Marie there as she sets in the house.
Plenty of guards in play.
And they've had some good shots today. They just said someone for that one looks pretty good. It's going to stick. Hopefully, it'll stick around. It certainly will.
And right about tee line.
And it's buried. Nice shot by Anne Marie. So now Dan is wisely going up front, asking his second to
get rid of that center guard.
That's right. That's Kevin Murphy, his second. Kevin, peel it out. So Dan right there, and there's Kevin. Again,
he's wide again.
Shaking his head. No, that one's again. So
okay to miss that one narrow.
Yeah. Now there's two misses, like we said. We need in order for Bowling Green to get back in this game, they're going to have to make every single shot from here on out. Fifth end, they're down by 7 rocks, so it's 8-1. So I would just, Raj, I think the offensive, it's the pedal to the metal here. Yeah, just another same shot. Just get another one in, buried.
Draw, draw, draw.
And that weight looks okay, too, out of her hand.
Got to get it by.
Yep. Looks like it's...
sweeping hard.
No, that's going to wreck, I think. And
opened up shot rock as well.
That's
too bad.
That was a tough miss.
Go right after shot rock now.
Now Dan has a clear path, and we're sitting right behind. I'm right on it. I'm just off the center line where I'm sitting. If you want to get the radar angle. Right there. See my hand? Go right there. Like that. And yeah, Dan's asking. Just looks like he's going to draw. A little quiet, heavy draw type shot. And this is Evan Device. Weight looks pretty good.
I think maybe a little heavy.
They're on it.
Looks on the light side.
Now this is a better vantage point now. I can actually see.
I'm pretty sure they weren't looking for that.
Now again, they wants to hit this out. If you wanted to be super aggressive, would you do something differently here?
Hit and roll under. It gives you a chance to get underneath. Guard that shot rock. Got to keep your shooter around, though.
Okay, here's Harley Rohrbacher, the third.
Nice lightweight. They better sweep this.
Yeah, they're starting to cut right now. Uh-oh, that could jam. No, it's going to get just a piece of it. Not even. Just flashed it through.
Yep. So shot rock is still available. So looks like you can easily get that with board weight. Come right up the middle. There we go.
Right there. Dan's asking for, this looks like normal weight, right? Think it'll cut enough to...
oh, it'll definitely cut here.
Yeah. And here's Evan.
Oh, he's way inside. Going to rearrange some guards here.
Spill it. And we'll see what's going on.
Oh.
So, a little fortunate that didn't...
didn't jam somewhere.
Yeah. So that's what the house looks like right now.
And shot rock is wide open.
All right. So 5 stones left. 3 for Bowling Green, 2 for Binghamton. And Bowling Green, it's a tough position to be in, down 7. Not much we can offer up here.
Have to throw some rocks in the house. Try to create some misses.
There's the call, and here comes Harley. She does have a nice slide. And what's going on here?
It's
Looks
hanging out pretty wide. Looks like it's going to actually raise the blue. Not going to be happy with that one.
Okay, they're still shot.
Yellow's still shot.
Dan's going to have a... Dan can hit, I can tell you.
This is wide open now.
Yeah, Dan's a very proficient hitter. So there should be no problem for Dan. Wide open, nothing blocking his path.
Nothing in the way now.
Yep, they'll be sitting 2. And this could be turn out the lights time. And our swivelable sheets here, I'm looking. Again, sheet 2 looks kind of one-sided. That's our C event final. It looks like Penn has a comfortable lead there. It's up 7-1 now on sheet 2. That's through 4 ends.
Looks like Hamilton 1 has broken through on sheet 4, but still trail 4-1 against RIT.
So that's Dan. This is a straight takeout. Just hit it, and rock's underway.
Sweeping it right off hand.
No, looks like he's got
It's
a piece
cutting.
of it.
I may have a piece.
That's fine.
That's enough.
That's all he needs.
Good sweeping.
Yep. These guys are rock solid, I tell you. Could be a force. I don't know how long they're going to be grad students. Do you have any idea?
I think it's a while yet.
Oh, good. So they'll be together. They should think about maybe making a trip out to Minnesota for the Nationals. Do you think they'll gain entry based on this tournament?
Certainly will help.
16 teams they get, right?
Yeah, I think the top 16 teams, I think the bottom team in that top 16 only has 5 or 6 qualification points. And I think winning this would probably be as many or more than that.
Okay. Oh, they should look into it. These guys are really solid. This is by far the best team we've seen all week. I think they deserve to be here.
Looks like they're going to play the bump up here.
Yep. And it's drifting wide.
Good weight.
Now playing
Just
for pride
need a hair
now.
more broom.
Playing for pride is Bowling Green. Try to make a couple good shots coming home. I say play the 6th end. Why not? Right? You're going to be
It's
waiting.
the finals.
Yeah, we're waiting for the other events anyway. They're ahead of everybody. So see if they can get some. So it's excellent display of curling. Have to say, Dan, top notch, top notch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan, trying to get his attention through the window, but he's focused here. He can smell victory and those merit points that Roger was alluding to.
Looks like they're just going to run off the Yellowstone.
That should do it.
And got it right out.
Great shot.
Nice shot.
And throws one behind cover. But the shot rock, leaving the shot rock wide open. Yeah, not much you can do here. Just bang, hit that, maybe flop over to the right.
Get your one.
Yeah.
Last rock.
Oh, it's last.
Yep.
Okay, sorry about that.
Got to take their one.
Yep, just a nose hit here. We'll do the trick. They're discussing something down there, not sure. And they want some more camera time. Do they know the end isn't here? We don't have the zoom. We'd give you a nice zoom lens.
We can't lip read from here. So.
Not sure what all the discussion is about. Now they're laughing. Looks like.
So they've had a great run this weekend.
They sure did.
They played well all the weekend, and they knocked off the defending champions RIT in a very tight game.
And you know what sometimes happens?
draw.
We didn't see that game, but maybe the adrenaline and the excitement of beating the defending champs. It often happens in sports, and then you have the proverbial letdown game. Of course, we don't know. We didn't see them play all week, but they certainly have nice deliveries, nice form. They made some good shots today. I think they just ran up against a tough opponent in Binghamton, Syracuse. Would you agree with that, Rod?
Yeah, they've made their shots today.
Yeah, they're just tough. And let's see, we're off. And that's our last. Looks a little wide.
Coming in.
Here it comes. Trying to get to the shot rock, and we'll get it over.
No, it just went by. That's too bad.
All right, so I think it might be handshake time, but tell them to keep playing. What the heck? It's 10-1 now. And the game's mathematically over. Yep. So then the handshakes are there all around. You can see it. Good game, good game.
And congratulations to Binghamton Syracuse.
Yep, congrats.
For winning this third UCC College Bonspiel.
That's right. Dan Pearson, Skip. Evan Johnson, the Syracuse link of the team. He's the vice, Kevin Murphy, and Alex Jablonski. Your 2013 UCC College Bonspiel champions. So we get some clapping here and you can hear the applause from the massive throng here.
We have dozens up here, maybe halves of dozens.
A little more than single digits, I think. So. Well, it was fun. So we'll might as well stay on the air here. There's going to be an award ceremony after, right?
That's correct.
You're having a little dinner too? Just a little light fare.
A little pizza and wings.
Pizza and wings, okay. And how about alcohol? There's no alcohol.
No alcohol at these. No, okay. Sorry.
I should have remembered to bring my cooler. And you can see they're all moving the stones back. All right, so I guess it's
get some updates.
Yep, update time.
On sheet 1, Bowling Green 2 has closed the gap against Hamilton 1. It's now 6-5.
6-5.
Hamilton.
Playing the final end, so through 5 ends on that one.
Yep.
Yep. And sheet 2 is through 4 ends. Start with that. And the score is 7-1. Penn.
So Penn has extended their lead.
Okay, so we got all the event finals, so I hope all of you can stay with us in the on the broadcast. We're going to stay here until all the games are finished in the finals. So the A event finals have been concluded. Our champions of the College Bonspiel is the Binghamton Bearcats, and here they come into the warm room. There's Dan. Top notch, Dan. Why don't you come over and mow my lawn later? All right, so they're getting the applause here, and where did we leave off? Okay, so sheet 4, what do we have over there? That's through
sheet
4 ends.
RIT, yep, after 4 ends is up 4-1.
4-1. And a nice hand for the Bowling Green Falcons.
Maybe you'd like to mow my lawn.
And it looks like Colgate 2 has got the game well in hand on sheet 5. They're up 8-1 after 5.
Okay, so really the sheet 4 is fairly competitive. Shall we swivel over? Let's see, they're actually going to be coming home right now, so we could do a little swivel. What the heck, Raj, right?
All right.
If I fall and break my neck, then...
If you hear a loud noise, it's only the camera's falling, right?
So pull up cam 2. Let's see, cam 2. Well, at least we can see their deliveries. And almost there.
And updating scores on other sheets. Looks like RIT has extended their lead to 5-1 over Hamilton 3.
No. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yep.
I'm on number 2.
Yeah, we're across.
So we have bonus coverage over here on sheet 4. I apologize. You can't see much of the house, but we see them deliver.
And RIT is just throwing through
Yep.
with a 4-point lead.
So there isn't a steel beam in the middle of the ice there, but you get the sense here. Yeah, you can see that one going through. So we'll fill you in anything in the steel beam visibility. You can see kind of half of the button. And we'll go back down to... And this is the RIT Hamilton 3 game,
Hamilton
right?
3 game.
Yep.
This is the B event.
B event finals. It's 4-1. They're 5-1 now.
5-1 now.
All the other games are pretty much one side except for our E event final, which is...
A 1-point game.
Yeah, I could actually swivel. I think I could swivel those over.
Maybe there's not a window beam in front of the house on the other side.
That one might be actually more, they're going to need to score 4. Yeah, but let's do it. I think I can swivel that over. So we'll get you a little bonus coverage. Okay, so we'll go over to sheet 1.
There we go.
And, oh, wait, let me get the pick up. That'd be camera 3. There you go. Keep going. Good.
Oh, look at that.
There we got it. All right, this is good enough. And there's sheet 1. So as you can see the scoreboard nice and clear. It's 6-5. Blue Rocks, which are the Hamilton Stones. Bowling Green with a red.
Hamilton 1, up 1.
And there it goes.
It looks like Bowling Green is hitting 2.
That's not too bad, actually. We'll have to figure something. Well, I'll get this during the Kaiser. I'll get a little germination going. We make them really easily swivelable. Swivelable. That was pretty easy to do. You're taller than me, too. You could just reach right up and do it.
It didn't crash on my head, so.
Yeah. Well, thank God we have the safety wire.
Yes.
I'm going to reinforce that big time. And see. Yeah, those we have suction cup camera mounts here if you're just curious. And holding these cameras, you can see, like, if you look at us here. Oh, let's get back to the game. 6th end here. Stone coming down from Hamilton. Oh, this is Hamilton's rock. It's looking pretty good. It's going to be, will it stick around for shot?
Stick on the button. And we have a final on sheet 2. Penn has won the C event 7-1 over Colgate 1.
Okay, congratulations to Penn. Okay, and back out to the delivery for Bowling Green. I think one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles put a coat on that shit. Just shell. Comes in.
Next they rack the guard.
Yep. So shot rock belongs to Hamilton. And they're down 1 with hammer. So
Hamilton's up 1.
Oh, Hamilton's up 1. Sorry, I apologize.
6-5.
Her head
Up
was right in the
with-
way of the scoreboard. I think we had Hamilton 1 on earlier today.
Yeah, we did.
Max Lopez, Kayla Winters. Oh, this was last night. Jake Davidson and Anna Jacobi versus the Bowling Green guys you should know by really well by
Yes.
now. They were on twice today.
Yep.
That would be Mark Garcia, Andrew Menich, Brent Florokowski, and John Simonetti. I apologize, I'm not used to just running with 2 cameras. That one might be touching the wall. You can kind of see it. Again, this is for the E-event final. Oh, over on sheet 4. Well, it's interesting. They have 2 rocks in play. Maybe we gave up too soon. We can swivel back, Raj,
Yeah.
if we need to.
RIT's up 4.
But 2 blues counting right now.
Hamilton 3 is got 2 in. Oh, look at that.
And it's spilled in. Tough to say
They
who's
may be-
shot.
Red may be shot. Coming off their own stone.
You can see they're looking at it. Now, what did he say? What did he indicate?
They're looking some more.
Oh, look.
They don't know.
Nobody knows. Wow, that's going to be a tough measurement.
Looks like an umpire's decision there.
Yeah. How you going to... You can't get a what do you call that machine?
Can't get the measuring in that.
Measuring
Too close.
rod or whatever. Wow. They may call you out, Raj.
Yep. This could be an extra end.
Okay, so it looks like we're into the last of the vice stones. So this is Kayla. Remember her from last night? I see her parents are still here from California. That one looks a little wide. She was laughing.
Catch the rock.
No, yeah, that's out of play. You hit the. You didn't
the
see
board.
it. I forgot to switch over, but
They got to put
Yeah.
the guard back.
right.
There you go.
Not that that's gonna.
Not that it will come into play, I don't think, although it just did.
Yeah.
Still not sure who shot over
Yeah.
on sheet 1. I have a feeling one of us would be called out to make a decision.
Raj, on the mixer, you see what I did is I turned these 2 buttons to the left on this channel, and that reduces some of that high pitch. This is the ice shed mic, so the same setting, but I just turned those down. Go Bowling Green. All right, so they're cheering on. We have Harley's mom cheering on the guys from Bowling Green State 1. No, I'm sorry, 2. Bowling Green State 2. And as you may see, you can kind of make out if you look, that's the red and blue stone, and these guys have no idea who's closer. So our fearless engineer slash announcer slash color man slash
May have to go make a decision.
umpire. And this is dedication. Look at sheet 2's out there practicing a little bit. So gotta love it. It's like Tiger Woods, you know, after he plays 72 holes and out there throwing some stones. Was he in the event? Or who is that?
Yep, that looks
Okay.
like the pen skip.
Oh, the pen skip, okay. All right, let's toggle over to far end.
We're down to our last 4 rocks.
Right. Well, I have to say, that's actually nice and clear, that picture. think because of the kind of the little less light over there, it kind of gives you a little sharper. These auto iris lenses on these cameras, they adjust for the light. Okay, stones underway and cam 3. I think
Let's see what they're going to do here.
Skip Stones, first skip stone. It's on its way. It's coming into image here, and it's going to sail right on by. Now that might have made a difference in the. That would have jiggled those stones on the button a little bit. So Rogers,
They still don't
Rogers
know.
hoping for.
I'm hoping not for an extra end.
Well, I tell you, this has the most attention of any game this week. I mean, you have people up on sheet in the bar area watching the game, and it's over with the B event final.
Yep.
RIT,
is
congratulations. There's Shades, Kyle Visner. So the B event winners is Kyle Visner, Steve Noble, and Kevin Forkel, right? I think that's who the three are. Their lead must have been missing. That's what we think. We don't know. Okay, their lead was missing this week. So congrats to RIT. They're our B event champs. C event champs, you said, was Penn.
Penn.
And D event champs was, who won that game on sheet 5? That was
Colgate 2.
Colgate 2.
Yeah, 8-1.
Okay, so congrats to everyone. And still left to be decided here is our sheet 1 game for the E event final. And this is a nail biter between Bowling Green State 2 and Hamilton 3.
And we still don't know who shot. Bowling Green is down 1.
Oh, Hamilton 1. Excuse me. Hamilton 1. And here's Max Lopez. And I think we still got 23 people on. That's not going to factor in. Oh, 1 stone left for each team. Now, what does he do, Raj? Does he maybe jiggle the blue one? You can't really see.
Depends on who he thinks shot.
Yep. I'm going to guess that it's hard to say.
It's really close from here.
Yeah. If I had to guess, this is just, I'm going to say red. And that's just a guess. Not a lot of good that does.
They're guessing. They're standing right over it.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I just feel red there. Red. Again, so it was a lot of fun this week. We had a good time.
Learned how to use the equipment.
Yep. You did a great job. And so we'll make this an annual event as long as we're both in the Syracuse or Utica area. Excuse me. Like I said, I think that's something I'd like to see. Maybe if you get more organized at the college level, maybe get some sort of a league formed or something, you know, just in the East Coast. You know,
well, next year the finals may well be in Boston.
Oh, really?
And I think there'll be a lot of impetus for the Eastern schools to develop some sort of mechanism to generate those qualification points.
Oh, I see. Do you think at Broomstones next year? How's that? They're talking. Now, would any interest in bringing it here or no? What do you think?
Possible. We certainly have the facilities to do it.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? It's not a week-long event.
Right. It's actually it's a.
I read about it. It's a 4
weekend event, but it's
four
16
pools, right? And they round robin, and then
have championship.
Yeah,
playoffs.
but geez, we could have that. We could probably condense that down to 3.5 days, right? With 6 sheets. Yeah, there's too much mixed curling anyway, so what's a couple Friday nights?
That's right.
As long as the Thursday league can have their game, so what, you know? Or they can move. They move to Tuesdays all the time, so it's not a big deal. All right, so last skip stone here for Bowling Green. Still don't know who shot rock. This is Bowling Green.
This may clarify things or not.
Let's see. That's certainly going to clarify.
Yep. That will certainly leave Hamilton a shot right.
Yeah. So I think Hamilton just he
That's
peeled
the
off
game.
his own stone there.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately. You saw it.
So that's a final.
That's a final,
Hamilton
unless
won.
something, well, crazy happens, which we're.
Don't need to throw a rock here.
Yeah. I don't see a handshake though yet, so I don't know what's going on. I think maybe you want to. I'm sure you might want to cover that in one of your sessions.
No reason to throw this rock.
Right. I mean, just you don't have to. We saw somebody earlier doing it and then just throwing it and
Right.
burning it, you know, on purpose, and just throwing it off to the side like a gutter ball in bowling. It's like there's no automated scorer
Right.
here. Yeah, it's
right.
final, but wait, it's still moving up.
As long as they don't spill a red banana.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
All right,
so
that's a wrap.
That's definitely the final. Hamilton won, winner of the E event over Bowling Green State. So,
Thanks,
Roger,
everybody.
yep,
Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
Yep.
Hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. And we'll
And-
do it again next year, we hope.
Absolutely. Raj, great job.
Yep.
And we'll see you round the club.
Club.
All right. Take care. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Have a